Let's talk about Canada, the polite, reliable neighbor you never expect to make waves. But recently Canada shocked the financial world by rerouting a $2 billion bond deal away from Wall Street to European banks. This wasn't just a bureaucratic shuffle, it was a bold, public snub. The move came after months of rising tension, with the US imposing steep tariffs and accusing Canada of unfairness. Instead of backing down, Canada quietly re-evaluated its financial partnerships. By choosing Europe over the US, Canada sent a clear message. It won't be bullied, and it has options. This decision challenges the long-held belief that the US is the only game in town for big money. For decades, American financial markets have been the world's safe haven. But Canada's move shows that even close allies will look elsewhere if pushed too far. It's not just about one deal, it's about trust. And trust is the foundation of global finance. When trust cracks, the whole system feels it. Canada's action is a warning. Political friction can spill into financial decisions. If the US keeps playing hardball, it risks losing more than just a commission. This is about the future of America's financial dominance. The world is watching and taking notes. $2 billion might seem small compared to the trillions traded daily between the US and Canada. But this isn't about the money, it's about the message. Canada's move is like a longtime partner quietly packing a bag. The act itself is small, but the implications are huge. The US financial system has always been the world's exclusive club, but Canada just questioned the value of membership. By choosing Europe, Canada signaled to the world that there are other options, ones with fewer surprises and less drama. This act of defiance carries enormous symbolic weight. It exposes a vulnerability. America's strength relies on global faith in its stability. If even our closest ally finds us too risky, what does that say to the rest of the world? It plants a seed of doubt, and in finance, doubt spreads fast. This isn't just a lost payday, it's a precedent. It shows other nations that Wall Street isn't the only option. The real danger isn't the lost deal, but the erosion of a system that's benefited the US for decades. It's the first pebble in a potential avalanche. Ignore it, and we risk much more than a few $1 billion. This is a geopolitical statement, not just a financial transaction. Canada's move forces us to ask, is this the start of a trend? For years, America has been the world's financial safe harbor, able to borrow cheaply thanks to global trust. But what happens when that trust erodes? The global system is like a Jenga tower. With the US dollar as its base, Canada just wiggled a key block, making everyone nervous. Other countries, like China, are watching and already diversifying away from the dollar. Nations are settling trades in their own currencies. Central banks are buying more gold and euros. Canada's public snub is just the most visible sign of a quiet shift. If more allies follow, the perception of US invincibility fades. It's a feedback loop that could reshape the global order. Stability and trust aren't birthrights, they're privileges we're now risking. Why should you care if Canada picks Frankfurt over New York? Because global finance isn't just for bankers, it affects your wallet. Foreign demand for US dollars keeps our interest rates low. If countries pull out, rates rise, making mortgages and car loans more expensive. A weaker dollar means pricier imports, your phone, your clothes, your groceries. It's a hidden tax on everyday life, driven by lost confidence. Even your retirement savings aren't safe. Market volatility rises as trust falls. The stability of your 401k depends on America's reputation as a safe bet. Decisions made in Ottawa can echo all the way to your street. This isn't just a Wall Street problem, it's everyone's problem. When trust in the US slips, we all pay the price. The impact is real, and it's personal. July 16, 2025, a clear warning shot from Canada. Our reliable neighbor just reminded us that America's top spot isn't guaranteed. This isn't panic time, but it is a wake-up call. We've coasted on reputation, assuming the world needs us more than we need them. But the world now has options. The real question, is anyone in Washington paying attention? Trade wars with allies are self-destructive. Rebuilding trust will be much harder than breaking it. The era of taking US dominance for granted is over. Is this a turning point or just a blip? The answer depends on what we do next.